want to take this time to go back to the good old days when my mom was here, when my family and I, my extended family, we were all super close. I've had Christmases where finances have been difficult and hard, and we've had Christmases where it's been great. Feels like a big hug when you walk into your house and it smells like pine and it smells like Christmas and cookies, and it's just Hola, ¿qué tal, mi gente hermosa? What's up? Welcome to another episode of Chiquis and Chill. As you know, I am your host, Chiquis. I hope you all are having a beautiful Monday. Let's start this week off on the right foot. As we inch closer to the holidays, I thought it'd be super fun to do a festive episode so you can learn a little bit more about how I spend them. And towards the end of the episode, I'll be sharing some gift-giving tips for those of you who still don't know what to get for your significant other. So pour yourself a glass of rompope, ponche navideño, o un poquito de coquito so you can get ready for this episode of Chiquis and Chill. I want to start off by saying that I love the holidays. For me, it's just getting together with your family, and it's so much more than the gifts, especially for like Christmas. And I know it's super busy. It is a crazy time with the shopping and hosting and deadlines, all that stuff. But I think it's beautiful. And I think we just all need to just slow down and say, okay, what did we accomplish this year? And now we get to sit down and appreciate what we accomplished and get ready for the new year, So for me, I'm looking forward to spending time with my nieces and nephews. I feel like Christmas is for them to open up their gifts. And I love to spoil everybody. And I always tell them every year, I'm not buying anyone gifts this year because I'm too busy. But I always end up spoiling them all and getting more than I should. But I don't care. That's what a tia and a nina and a sister is for, I think, to spoil. So I totally enjoy that. And I can't wait to see their smiles on their faces. And I'm taking them all to the snow this year. So I'm super excited. I got us a nice cabin and we're all going. And I'm just super, I can't wait. I'm super excited, you guys. I know I said I'm super excited like a million times, but I am. I'm like, I want to have a white Christmas. So anyways, I thought that it would be nice to kind of just share what I like during the holidays, what we eat in my family, what we're going to eat out there in the mountains. I want to take this time to go back to the good old days when my mom was here, when my family and I, my extended family, we were all super close. And I was young. I don't know. I think my best Christmases were like anywhere from 7 to like 14, maybe 16 years old. And we would always get together at grandma's house. I actually have a picture that I'm probably going to share this year on social media of all the cousins together at grandma's house in our PJs. The house always smelled like tamales, and grandma was there with all my tias making the tamales, showing them her little recipe. She never gave them the full secret. She would just show them, this is así es como yo hago los tamales. I'll never forget one year we were again at grandma's house and we were waiting. It was the 24th because we open our gifts on the 24th at midnight. So basically the 25th, but not like the 25th in the morning. Mexicans, we do that. We were at grandma's house, like I said, and they put boxing gloves on all of us, my cousins and I, and they just made us fight each other. And I'll never forget because they put me with my cousin Karina. My cousin Karina is my Theo Gus's daughter and who I've always been really close to. And they put us together and she kicked my ass, let me tell you. She's 2 years younger than me, but they just made us like, it was all play fighting. But some of us, I didn't get mad, but some of my cousins did get upset and they started like kind of fighting for real. But then they calmed us down and they're like, the winner got money. So then they would give us like alcancías, like piggy banks that my grandparents throughout the entire year would fill up with coins and quarters and just money that they would get from the casino. They loved going to the casino. So all year they would do that. And they had a piggy bank for all the grandchildren. And they would give it to us on Christmas and we would break it with a hammer outside. And sometimes we'd come out with like, I don't know, hundreds of dollars of just coins. It was so much fun. I miss those days, to be honest. I miss those types of Christmases where we all literally got together. But it's nice. It's nice to look back and have those memories. And hopefully one day I can do that with my nieces and nephews, with my own children. But for us, it was just important to eat, chill in our pajamas, watch movies together, and just enjoy each other's presence. My mom, one year, she was always really busy, with work or whatnot. And I would always do like the Christmas shopping for her. She would give me a list and kind of an idea of what she wanted to get each of us. And I'd go shopping. But there was this one year, I think it was like 2009, where she went shopping by herself. She says, I want to do it myself. I'm going to go. And I said, okay, cool. And she says, I'm going to wrap them too. I'm going to wrap them this year. I'm like, all right, awesome. And I guess what she did, she went shopping, which I thought was really cute. She got all of us things that, reminded her of us, which was really nice. And but she didn't have time to wrap anything. So she put all of our gifts in one big ass box. And she didn't even wrap the box. She just put it under the tree. And she's like, okay, put our names on them. So we each had a big box, and in them were just things that she went to the mall and bought for each of us. I'll never forget, because it was just so sweet, because I knew how busy she was, especially that year, traveling and everything. That was one very, very special Christmas. Yeah, and I have a few of those. Even before Jenny Rivera was Jenny Rivera and we were living in Compton, you guys, we didn't have money for Christmas. And she bought a little tree that sat on top of a speaker, and she decorated it, and that's all we could afford. And literally I had one gift under the tree. But it was just so nice to know that she went out of her way and to get us that one gift. It was always mom trying to make everything so special, not even just on Christmas, but also on Valentine's Day. My mom would even make us baskets for Easter. It was just so cute. She would go to the 99-cent store and pack it up, but it was just like a big old like basket full of stuff for us. So anyways, here I am going down memory lane. This is so funny. Okay, so I was 14, and it was when like pagers were in, like beepers. Some of you may know, some of you may not, but everyone was getting a pager and had a pager, and if you had it, you were cool. And I remember I had been asking my mom for one forever, and I was 14 and she gave me my first pager, you guys. It was blue, like a baby blue color. And oh my goodness, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God, you're the best mother ever. I want to be a cool kid at school. And even though we weren't doing that well financially during that time, I'm telling you, my mom always figured out a way to give us what we really wanted. So I'll never forget that time. I was so excited. I started crying out of joy. And then I don't want to say the worst gifts because it's funny, but one of the gifts that I'll never forget that I was kind of like, what the heck? I was at my dad's house, and his mom, who was always very different, I'll say, with us, my siblings and I, because she didn't really like my mom too much. She gifted all my other cousins on my dad's side these, I don't know, like I remember there was like they all got toys and cool toys. Like I just remember them having cool toys. And when I went to open my gift, she only gave me a pair of socks. And mind you, I was young. I was like 7, 8 years old, and I was really hurt. I was just like, what? Like, I just got some socks. Now you give me some socks and I'm super happy. Cause it's just, I either have holes or mismatched. My socks always get up and like run away, you guys. When I was a child, I was like, who wants a pair of socks? They were cute socks. They had like little pink little rufflies around them. But I was just like looking around on my cousins. I'm like, oh my God, they got cool gifts. I just got socks. But now I'm grateful. So I think it's kind of funny how things change, no? Those are just a few of my memories, but those are the ones that are the highlights, I think. Now, for me, holidays, especially Christmas, I think it's important for my siblings and I to be together, whether it be at my house or my sister's house. And I think it's also important to have a Christmas tree. If it could be real, I prefer a natural tree because of the smell, and it just smells like Christmas when you walk in. I have been busy, especially this year with the move and everything, and last year was kind of crazy. But I always find the time to get a Christmas tree, get someone to decorate the house for me. I just love to have the feeling of Christmas. Even like having the kisses, they have like always these holiday kisses that only come out during December, the Hershey kisses. And I love having those at home. Those are peppermint ones, which are so bomb, you guys. If you haven't tried them, you need to. They're like my favorite. And having just candles that smell like vanilla and cinnamon and just all these Christmas candles, all that is so important to me because it just feels like a big hug when you walk into your house and it smells like pine and it smells like Christmas and cookies. And it's just, for me, that is important. That's something that my mom always had, no matter what, no matter how busy she was, whether we had money or not. It was like, we have to have a Christmas tree. We have to have candies. She was all about, even though she didn't eat them, she was like, have candies at the house, have candles. I want fresh flowers. So those are things that for me are now as an adult are important. You guys know that, yes, holidays are about food. Well, at least for me, about food and drinks. And I have to say that for Christmas, I do like maybe breakfast cooking, but I've always left that to like my grandma. This year I'm going to have to cook because we're going away. But for Thanksgiving, I love to cook. For Thanksgiving, I love to make the turkey. I either fry it or bake it. I'm really good at the like mac and cheese and the mashed potatoes, all that good stuff. I love to cook. But for Christmas, I feel like I just want to chill and eat everyone else's food. Pero creo que este año sí me va a tocar cocinar. A Jackie y a mí. Vamos a tener que cocinar un poquito. I'm going to miss tamales this year, you guys. I have to learn how to make tamales. I feel like they're like easy to make, but you have to have like a certain recipe for them to come out nice and juicy, you know? So I have to ask my grandma for that recipe. But tamales, menudo. So we're going to have to figure it out. I don't know what I'm going to make, but for sure some tequila with some hot chocolate. I don't know if you guys have ever tried that, but I like to make chocolate de abuelita. And then I put a little toquecito de tequila, doble tequila, and you just chill and you put some marshmallows in it, and it's bomb, let me tell you. Real good. So, like you guys know, those of you that listen to my podcast, I shared that I do have a boyfriend now. And I'm happy to say that he will be joining us to the snow this year. I'm really excited. I got him a lot of really cool gifts, which we'll talk about. You know, like I said, I'm going to give you some tips later on. But I'm excited for him to open them. And I did the Christmas shopping myself this year, so I'm super excited about that. And yeah, it's going to be our first Christmas together, guys. I'm excited, but I'm nervous at the same time. Because I like to look busted during the holidays, you guys. This is when I'm off. I don't want to have my extensions in. I don't want to have any makeup on. I want to be in my PJs. I want to be as folonga as I possibly can. So if he can get through it with me, then that means he's a keeper. So Emilio, you better be listening, okay? If his friends or anyone is listening to this podcast, go tell Emilio he better be all right with me looking not cute this Christmas. Because some people, I don't know. I've seen other families that get all dressed up, and I think it's nice with their like nylons and their cute dresses and their cute high heels. And I think that's really nice, you know? My family's never been like that, so I'm not used to that. And I don't know, maybe that's something that I want to do with like my family when I have kids, where it's like, hey, everyone dress up. We're going to take a Christmas picture. But it's always been like, be as fodonga as you possibly can. So maybe that's something that I got to change up in a couple years. We'll see. But for now, And now that we're talking about all this, I'm thinking, what are we really going to do when we're out in the mountains? Because usually the times that we've gone to like Big Bear or wherever there's snow, we always go after Christmas. This is the first time ever that we're going to be there during Christmas. So I'm thinking, I talked to my sister about it. She's like, you know what? What if we just take like frijoles and we take some rice and we cook it out there, or we just go to the grocery store when we get there, like the local grocery store, and just buy everything we want. You know, I don't know. I really don't even want to care about the calories. I want to eat as many carbs as I possibly can because it's just like my last chance to just say, okay. And then January comes along and then I really have to get on a strict diet, you guys. But I want to have Oreos, Nutter Butters. Oh, the Oreos in the milk. So delicious when you like just let them just soak in the milk and you get the spoon. It's just so good. So I'm looking forward to that. I want sandwiches with Doritos on the side and a jalapeno. I want to eat all of it. All of it. So I'm going to make probably like the kids love chorizo con huevo. So we're going to do that. I'm going to make some beans. Emilio loves when I make them beans with cheese. I make some bomb ass beans, you guys, refried beans. So I got to make that. And then my sister, she's really good at making choco flan. So I'm going to request that. So I'm already thinking about it. I'm going to write all this down. I'm just going to listen to the podcast on my way there to the snow. So I remember exactly everything I want to eat. So, as I promised, I'm going to share some gift-giving tips with you guys. Can you believe that we're less than 1 week away from Christmas? I cannot believe it. This year went by so quick. So if you're still undecided, time is running out. And I'm real proud of myself this year because I did all of my Christmas shopping already, and that never happens. So you guys, get on it. So when shopping for your significant others, I think it is important to keep in mind, obviously, what they like and they don't like. If they're into sports, are they a foodie? Are they tech savvy? Fashion? Because there's some, men, in my case, guys, and my significant other's a man, that is not into fashion. You know what I mean? He's more of like, it's really hard to shop for clothes for him. So I don't even go there. I know he likes shoes. I know he likes hats. I know his hat size. He's not really a sports guy. So it's important. If he likes sports, all that stuff, you have to write all that down. For me, I need to make a list, priority list, and then the second. I always have that. I'm like, okay, I could do this on Amazon.com. I don't know. So I cannot go shopping without a list. So it's super important to just think about those things, the primary things. Another thing that I think is super cute for your significant other is a perfume or a cologne. Because it's something that for me, it's like I want my man to smell good. So if I like the cologne, he better like it because, well, I'm going to be smelling it, right? So I like to also do baskets with their favorite foods, with the cute little cologne, some gift cards to their favorite stores. I don't know, Home Depot or Best Buy. I don't know. And putting a little basket together, I think is something easier for me, I think, than to do individual gifts. But Emilia was pretty easy to shop for, to be honest. For the men that are listening, I have some tips for you. As a woman, and as a woman that loves to be surprised, I think it's important for you not to overthink it when you are buying a gift for your girl. Don't go over there buying her pots and pans if she doesn't ask for them, okay? Because she's going to feel like, oh, you're buying them for me so I can cook for you. It's kind of like, no, make sure, I don't know, like even as easy as getting her a gift certificate for a manicure and pedicure. We all need a pedicure, a massage. I don't know, whoever she gets her hair done with, get her a certificate like, here, I'll buy, I don't know, one time to go get your hair done or 3 months or whatever. Things like that go such a long way. And I think it's important that like, okay, what's going to make her happy? Think about her. For me, I'm so like easy to please in that area where I'm like, okay, just buy me things that I need, like my socks, like candles, like wipes, even baby wipes, you guys, are so important. Because I use them every single day. So it's like if someone were to give me a box of baby wipes, I'd be so happy because those motherfuckers are expensive. So men, when you're shopping for your girl, just think about what will make her happy, what will make her smile. Think about like, I don't know, even like her favorite place to go eat. I think those types of things go a long way for us women. Yes, purses are nice. Yes, diamonds are nice. I'm not saying no. But even if you can't necessarily afford that this year, it's just the littlest things that make us smile. Even like, oh, he remembered my favorite type of chips. You know what I mean? Like to me, it's like, oh my God, that's so cute. He knows I like hot Cheetos. He bought me some hot Cheetos, You don't have to like go all lavish to make her happy. At least not a lot of the women that I know. I think it's the thought that counts. And for you to go out there and get it yourself for her, With that being said, even a gas card, you guys. We all need gas every single day of our life. It's that simple. I just think those little things, I'm telling you, go a long way. So, gifts for him, ladies that are listening. Again, if he's into sports, it's important that you get him a jersey, a cup. There's all kinds of stuff that I've seen, sports stuff. If he's not into sports, is he techie? Does he like, I don't know, get him a new pair of AirPods if you can. If not, another thing. They like Home Depot, if they like all these guy stores, even if they like games. Honestly, I really like gift cards. And I know a lot of men do, like my brothers, when I give them stuff, they're like, oh my God, yeah, just give me some cash. And sometimes I feel like cash is a little like, I don't know, like unthoughtful, I guess. But gift cards, I think it's kind of like, oh, they know what I'm into, So I think it's important to know your man. And again, a lot of them need underwear, new briefs. Get them some briefs. They need them, and you're gonna, see them. So you might as well get some that you like. My brothers always appreciate socks. Again, colognes. But it is important to know your significant other. and not just get something that you think they'll like. It's really pay attention to what they really love. And that goes, I'm telling you, a long way. Now, talking about people that quote unquote may have everything. I've gotten that quite a bit. And I used to think that about my mom, where I'm like, oh my gosh, she can buy herself anything. What can I possibly get her? But I think sometimes we're thinking of something super expensive because you feel that people that have money want brand name things. And that's not necessarily true. My mom was that type of woman that was just like, she was happy with the smallest things, with a devotional, for instance, a book. She loved that. She loved candles. She wasn't into flowers really too much. Like when you gifted her flowers, she was just like buying flowers for her home. But like when you gave her flowers, she was kind of like, but it's not even about brand name things. It's more of the little things that count. Like I would always give her a gift certificate to go get a massage, and she loved that because anyone that's busy, it doesn't even matter if you're busy or not busy or whatever, everyone and anyone appreciates a nice massage, a day at the spa. Think about things like that, dinners, a concert ticket, music. Everyone likes music. You know what I mean? Like think of like outside the box. It doesn't necessarily have to be expensive to make someone smile. Now, if you're on a budget, which I completely understand, especially after the tough years, should I say, that we've had, I think the pandemic came and really put a lot of things into perspective and made a lot of things difficult. So if you're on a budget, we all know this, but we really need to believe it, that Christmas and the holidays are to spend time with your loved ones, to show your love, not with just giving gifts, but just giving someone your time, your quality time, even a card, expressing your feelings and your thoughts about that person, about how grateful you are for them. That is something someone can keep forever, and it's priceless. My sister one year was having difficulties financially, and she went to Michael's and got some esferas, some ornaments, and she filled them up with cute little, I think it was like confetti and stuff, and she made each of us a special ornament. Yes, it was already Christmas and everything, but we had it for next year. And I thought it was super cute. She says, I'm sorry, you guys, I don't have a lot of money this year, but I thought it was so thoughtful to make something handmade. And it was so beautiful. And it meant so much to me because it was a picture of me and my mom and Mikey with his dogs. So it was just, and Luna. So it was just really nice. I think that sometimes when you make something handmade, it's something that can last forever and it's a memory for the rest of your life. So even cooking something, baking something for someone, that's beautiful. A cake, cookies, I don't know. I said earlier, like gift baskets, their favorite foods. You can literally spend $20 on a basket and just put their favorite foods. And that's something that people will appreciate. I mean, people that really know the meaning behind what holidays are about. And if they don't appreciate it, then they should not be in your life. Okay. I hope that these tips helped you guys. I don't consider myself a professional, but I will tell you that I've had Christmases where finances have been difficult and hard, and we've had Christmases where it's been great. But the most important thing at the end of the day is spending quality time with those that you love and creating memories, because that's what stays forever. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed the tips and that you guys have a wonderful holiday. I had a blast with this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something new about me, and I hope that this helps steer you in the right gift-giving direction. By the way, I'd love to hear about how you love spending your holiday, so you can tweet me your traditions or just an update. I'd love to know. Even tweet me a picture of your tree. I'd love to see that too. My Twitter is Chiquis626. That is Chiquis 626. You can also find me on Instagram at Chiquis. Y pues espero que se la hayan pasado bien. Hasta la próxima. Les mando muchos besos navideños. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.